So today what I've been working on, now that I've actually tried out the car and know it works, for now at least. I can't say it works for good because I'm afraid of jinxing myself, but what I'm doing is I'm cleaning up the back of here. I'm actually going to take the hose out and wash this. I should really get some, industrial cleaner, like Purple Power or something like that, and use it on this car for a change. Be useful for everything else, degreasing and whatnot. But anyways, cleaning this all up. My goal is tonight get the hard top on here. That way, well, my wife and I went on a trip up to Maine this next week. Well, we actually got a hard top on the car. I also gotta, pack up all my mess that I've got sitting out here in the yard. Series 3 transmission, which I didn't end up using. Might end up selling this at some point. I've got the stuff to convert this to a 2A bell housing. Wait, my cord's in the way. I've got the stuff to convert this to a 2A bell housing on its way to me, already purchased and whatnot. So I might do that and stick it in the car at some point. That way Serena can learn to use this easier. I've also got another gearbox that is coming to me for free. I mean, you don't turn down a free gearbox, but it's actually Suffix B, so it's got the lower range, the low range in the Suffix B box is lower range than this box, and apparently when you put the low range gearbox, or the Suffix B gearbox on here with the Series 3 box, you get like about half speed in first and second. I'm not sure about third, for like some real crawling action going. So that would be fun if I ever got the 109 I'd like. That'd be good for that. But I don't know, for now just kind of store this thing and get over with. Whole pile of parts, 2A bell housing, and all the parts I stripped out of it. A few other miscellaneous parts in there. Ooh, I should pull my tray out. I don't remember what these bolts are for. A whole bunch of little tiny ones, and they've got the thread that Rover used to go into aluminum. So maybe they hold down the part of the cover, or part of the throwout mechanism, but I thought those were all studs. That's what it looks like on this one anyways, on my original Suffix A. I also want to say that the gearbox that's in my car right now, oh my god, it's so nice. It's very, very smooth. It's very, very smooth shifting. I thought with my original gearbox that I was just, not good enough at the double declutching and whatever, but this one shifts so much nicer. Those splines must have been pretty knackered in mine to get it to shift not quite right in first and second, even when I double clutched. It's got the reverse gate works properly. So now there's quite a bit of force, and I won't be slamming it into reverse by accident. I actually have put it into first a couple times instead of reverse on accident. Luckily, I didn't slam into anything or whatever. But also, driving down the road, oh my god, this gearbox is so quiet. First gear is a little noisy, but those are straight cut gears. That's to be expected. The rest of the gears, I even got up to 60 miles an hour in this thing. Not a whisper. I could hear it whining, but the only reason I could hear it whining is because I knew what to listen for from my original gearbox. If I didn't know what to listen for, I'd never have heard it. Couldn't hear it over the engine. There is a slight exhaust leak from, wiggling around the exhaust pipe where it goes by the transmission. But I'm going to be tearing the head off this motor to try and get rid of that tapping that I think is one or two rollers gone flat. That's going to happen this Thursday. I leave on Sunday. My wife and I leave for Maine on Sunday, so that'll be fun. The reason I'm waiting till Thursday to pull this apart is because I'm not sure if I'll have to pull the cam out of here. If I have to pull the cam out of this motor, I need to have a cam to go back in. My cams, I've actually got the two cams. I don't know if I told you this or not. Got the original one from the 151 motor, which is off at the shop getting rebuilt. And I've got the one out of the Series 2A motor, the 67, that got wrecked by water. I sent them both off to California to Schneider cams, Schneider racing cams, you know. If you're into like any hot rods or whatnot, you've probably heard of them. They actually were able to regrind them, and I'm getting a cam sheet too, so I'll have the information for a stock Land Rover petrol cam. So that'll be really nice to have. I also decided to have them Parkerize them. Not really necessary on a roller cam like these are, but where it does really help, I was just talking to the guy earlier today. He said what really is beneficial is it really helps that gear on the distributor drive gear. So I'm glad I got that done. It's just an extra bit of longevity that can put into it. So, and it was only like 30 bucks a cam, so figured why not. All right, so with that, well, I'm going to quit yakking and get back to work. Keep putting the seats back and keep cleaning. Well, got the back all washed out. Gonna let it dry for a bit. Not too bad. I wish I had a power washer. Ooh, there's a little goop there. I'll get that cleaned off probably with some spray and paper towel. But yeah, wish I had a power washer. But for a bucket, some soap and water, and a brush, ain't teabag. All right, next up, I guess put all my tools away while this dries, and then put all my tools away while this dries, and then look about seeing the slap on the hardtop. Well, this is it. This is going to be the last time I've got her topless for a while now anyways. Gonna miss it. It was a load of fun with it like this. Absolute blast. Some of the best times are when I'm driving home at night and the sky is just full of stars. I mean, I've got the road framed by the windscreen, and just up above the windscreen I can see in my peripheral vision, or when I look up, just all of the stars up there. Absolutely gorgeous. Or driving some of the backcountry roads, winding through a whole bunch of trees that kind of make like a little tunnel as the snow's coating the trees and making like a winter wonderland tunnel thingy that I'm bombing through. It was gorgeous. Well, going to Maine, so need a top. Well, I'm not sure how much I actually got on film on the GoPro, because apparently it ran out of battery. Ooh, that's much nicer without the glare. But got the hardtop perched up there, and I have just finished putting in a new gasket on the bottom. I did use a bit of the butyl tape to help stickify it in there, but this is basically what the gasket is. That little lip there folds inside like another lip on the inside, and that's kind of how it keeps it put. But the butyl tape helps keep it from falling out of that. I don't have it everywhere, just enough to, you know, keep it in place. Then just trim the length, and she's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and drop this side down, and then I'll get the other side done. I wanted to record how I got this down, because this way didn't line up. I mean, it was off by about that high and back about that far. So I clamped it down using that plate and that can't twist clamp to draw them together. Then to bring it back that way, I used this can't twist clamp as like a C bracket. Then used these levers, one inside a bolt hole and one up the edge, to pry my way down as I moved it. I had Serena tighten that clamp. Oh, now it's gone out of focus. I had Serena tightening that clamp until I got the bolt in. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and you can see it's just sitting there barely. So I'm going to get that bolt nice and tight before I let any of this go springing. And I had the other one in already. Then I'll put two in the middle and call her good. Just want to take a quick little video here. Man, I forgot just how much I like it with the hardtop on there too. I think maybe every, 4 or 5 months should change up the configuration on it, just so I don't get bored with it ever. Because right now I'm like, man, that looks nice. I'm glad I've got that hardtop to put on there. Can't wait to get the soft top modified to put on there as well. It's going to be sweet. Well, I think that'll be all for right now. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, I've got 2 videos live on Patreon right now, so if you want to check them out, one's free for everyone to view. Link will be on the end screen somewhere up over here, I think. And, well, thanks for watching. Have a good one.